Popsquat, go minute you. We're going to listen to something from Dom Corleo. I've actually been hearing his name a lot lately. I think this album must have just come out. I've seen a bunch of his stuff or people sharing his stuff on TikTok. This was sent in by Herbo or Herbo. I don't know how you would want that pronounced because I don't know if it's like your name is Herb or it's about the herb. Anyway, thank you for sending in some money and suggesting this, and looks like I was able to find very little information about Dom Corleo, except there is a nice interview once again on ourgenerationmusic.com. This just came out on October 11th of this year, so 2 days ago, 3 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. And it is an interview with him. I'll read a little bit of it, but let's take a look here. It says, here is Dom Corleo, in case you had no idea who or what he was. He is apparently a human man. Dom Corleo interview, underground visionary breaks the mold of West Coast rap, from Thomas Galindo. Many of the burgeoning stars in today's hip-hop underground, whether they classify themselves as Rage or Plug-in B, all have one thing in common: they know Dom Corleo. I should absolutely be on the radio, right? Raised predominantly in Sacramento and the Bay Area in California, Dom's start in rap. Dom's start in rap around 5 years ago, has led him to encounter many of the new wave's finest, long before they made a name for themselves in streaming and on TikTok. So Fago, Slump Sixes, is that right? Slump Sixes? Autumn, Summers, Zulu, are XHULOOO, are just a few who have been connected with Corleo prior to their respective blow-ups, exemplifying Dom's ear for great music and star potential. Let's see here. They have an interview with him. You can always tell when an artist will blow up. It's just somebody's mindset, he said. You'll be like, yep, he's going to go up because he worked for that shit. Much like his peers, Dom is on a similar trajectory to success, although he has only really been releasing music on DSPs for about 2 years now. His previous work on SoundCloud, when he went by Poppydom? PXPIDOM? Oh, Pappydom, probably. Did an excellent job of showcasing his sound, whether it be tracks like 2019's Trip to Sax and Number 9, featuring Fago. Dom's music saw him build towards the cult fan base he's always dreamed of. Those are the real fans. It's organic, he said. Oh boy, you're going to have to lose that concept pretty quickly, because organic now includes online, and that's going to be everywhere. He said of his cult fan base, I want everything with me to be organic and not artificial, nothing fake. Those are the fans that are really going to defend you and fuck with you in the long run. Yeah, probably true. People change over time, and artists change, and sometimes their fan base doesn't want them to change. To help attract these loyal listeners, Corleo has had a busy 2022, along with dropping his Travis Scott-inspired March project Forgive Me for My Sins. Singles like August's Penthouse Shorty, which is what we're going to listen to, has eclipsed 800,000 plays on Spotify, and last month's Young Lean-inspired Ginseng have built a great deal of momentum for the youngster. Come on. Interesting. So let's jump into this. But it seems like enough information. It didn't really even get to the part about him, but that's all right. Let me back up and see if I can find some lyrics for this. Dom Corleo, Penthouse. I can't type. It worked well enough. Okay. Here we go. Let's jump in here. Dom Corleo, Penthouse Shorty, from August of this year, 2022. Produced by 16 and Insanto. And this is listed as rap, American underground, underground hip-hop, and hip-hop. So, kind of curious about this, because I haven't actually paid attention to the music, mostly because nowadays if I hear anything that I think is fodder for showing here, I try to avoid listening to it. It's kind of stupid. Let's check it out. Penthouse Shorty, Dom Corleo. 2 minutes. Kind of like, I mean, it really sounds like horns in the background, and I don't think it is horns. I think it's something else, but it's a really interesting choice. It's very it's definitely not off-putting because it sounds so kind of organic sounding, right? Like it sounds like, or the sound of an actual horn, and so it's not a sharp sound. It doesn't push you back at all. It's kind of interesting. So I'm not surprised that it's getting a little wider acceptance because it sounds easy to listen to.
Yeah, big gas what I smoke, pistol what I told, pistol what I blow. Ain't kissing a hoe on the lips, get up and put my dick in her throat. And we don't do no interviews, walk up in this section, I just get to go. Yeah, we rockin' penthouse views, that's the only way I get up in my zone. Yeah, I've been fucking on these hoes, and this overseas where I go. I get paid anywhere.
Okay, that line is a little difficult to take from him. Yeah, I've been fucking on these hoes. Okay.
And this overseas where I go. I get paid anywhere I go. Got money like yesterday was broke. Now they tryna ride up on the wave. What did I make? How they finna flow? You not rocking no cool clothes. Your music is a joke. Get up off the boat. And I just be cooking out of tune. On my dick, they be watching what I do. Shitty pet, they be smoking on the boat. High as fuck, bitch, I'm way about the road. Copycat, they be watching on my mode. Kitty cat in the pussy, I'm a grown. Lamborghini, yours, engine go brown. In this bitch, I hit my Tokyo grow. Got 'em fucking with the swag.
Yeah, again, this is a really well-written song, just in terms of sticking to the stanzas and rhyming and having everything hit right on the beat. Sounds really good. His flow is just fine. It is very monotone, but it is very steady, and he's got it nailed. He knows exactly what he's saying, and this is really, really a good sounding song.
It's Balenciaga on these tracks. Got new Venomous on my sweatsuit. And I bought my hoe a bag. And you bet that I'ma flex my racks, cause it's something I never had. I live every day like this shit VR. In the life we live, you can't lag. Got 100 grams on my crosses. Yeah, I be coolin' with the bosses, dog.
Love that horn sound in the background.
Black hearts on my rock shit. I rock it chrome hearts on my pop shit. Rock this number 9 on my dark shit. Take my shirt off in the mosh pit. Rock it out of my show. Pull out the Daytona and I go. We riding down the road slow. Yeah, listening to Deftones. Man, these dudes must be tone deaf, cause they ain't hear their own songs. Watch your tone, bro, cause I'm on. Play with me, you could get gone. Yeah, be gas what I smoke, pistol what I told, pistol what I blow. Ain't kissing no hoe on the lips, get up and put my dick in her throat. And we don't do no interviews, walk up in this section, I just get to go. Yeah, we rockin' penthouse views, that's the only way I get up in my zone.
Yeah, very, very... Boy, it's very much on the edge of poppy. Much more... definitely more kind of street urban in terms of the language and the slang being used, but that's kind of to be expected. That's where probably a lot of this music comes from. Or at least people who identify with that music and want to represent that sort of lifestyle. And it's a really nice sounding song. Trying to think, like, fun to listen to at a party. Boy, I'm really not sure about dancing to this. I mean, I'm sure you could. It's funny that he mentions a mosh pit at one point, because this is not a song that you would have much of a mosh pit for, I don't think. It just isn't angry enough, energetic enough to really have that. But it's yeah, it's really interesting. He's definitely onto something. I can absolutely see him kind of breaking out in the next, maybe this is the album, maybe the next album. probably very soon I could see it. Just depends on the sort of music he wants to make. And this sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to listen to more by him. Cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff tonight. Thank you. Where'd my piece of paper go? Right here. Herbo. Thank you. Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll be back. Bye. Bye.